Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977. It's Saturday, and you know what that means. It's a double event center of AEW Collision and AEW Rampage. And now here's the man who will give you the wrestling events and the reports from these two events, Mr. Eric M. Lima.
Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Lima Shenanigans of 1977, episode number 1403, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going, everybody? Hope everyone is having had a wonderful day. It's been a good day overall, and I want to give a shout out to Chayton, Jordan, David, and Tom. They're over there they're doing a very special show called The Slaughterhouse. You can check it out. They had the random stuff. I randomly appeared on there. Don't know how, but no. But I did randomly appear just for kicks and giggles, and just I want to thank the guys for. I do apologize for coming in. I figured I couldn't resist a good opportunity to make the show better. So and everything else in between. So hey. But I wanted to make it fun and just, have a good time, just spontaneously talk about anything. But go give those guys a follow. All those guys a follow on their channel, shall we? Shall you? Will you? They're a lot of fun. Anyways, now, as you know, I think next weekend also will be another Collision Rampage thing going. So we're going to have a little bit of fun with that. So, Collision and Rampage is actually this week, the 11th. So I thought the solar storm would knock our internet out, and just to let you know, we have a new internet device that will make the internet go faster. I thought it was really cool, and it's already up and everything else. Xfinity gave us to us, so I'm really excited. I'm really happy about this. So that's pretty good. So it kicks off with the team of Bryan Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli going against Top Flight. That'll be the Martin brothers, Dante and Darius, and heck of a tag team matchup that was. And Bryan Danielson, this is his first match back in a while, and Blackpool Combat Club representatives did win the matchup. and then Bryan Danielson addresses the Vancouver crowd about AEW Anarchy in the Arena at Double or Nothing, and Claudio mysteriously kind of walked away, and we'll explain why he did that. But he says the reason why he's fighting against the Elite because he's fighting for AEW and he loves it, and he believes that the Young Bucks do not represent what AEW is really all about. And I have to agree with that with Bryan Danielson on this one, man. And I gotta tell you, Young Bucks, their California attitude is really gonna hurt them in the wrong way. Meanwhile, the matchup. Will Ospreay versus Lee Moriarty, Tiger style. Ospreay won the matchup in a great match as Roderick Strong joined on commentary. Roderick Strong looks like Ned Flanders on crack, if you know what I mean. And but then, and as Roderick Strong was taunting Ospreay after the matchup, Shane Taylor attacks Ospreay, and that will lead into a matchup next week between Ospreay and Shane Taylor on Collision. Meanwhile, Mercedes Moné, once again, she did this at Sasha Banks. Now as Mercedes Moné throws out the first pitch at Fenway Park for the Red Sox this afternoon, which the Red Sox ended up winning the game 4-2 over the Washington Nationals. So I thought that was a really cool game. Having a very fun time. In trios action, Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony, since breaking away from Swerve Strickland, a little bit more on that situation, went up against the team of Evan Rivers and the Voros twins. And the Voros twins were, not only just a tag team, also social media influencers, the young kids, the young guys with the blonde hairs all sticking up, looking like a couple of real life Super Saiyans or something like that. Well, they got the crap beaten out. They could have used Super Saiyan like powers, because they got the crap beaten out of them by the Gates of Agony and Brian Cage. And then Tony Schiavone interviewed Cage and the Gates of Agony after the matchup, and once again asking why they did what they did. And so, as Brian Cage and the Gates of Agony were explaining themselves. Swerve Strickland attacked both Cage and GOA. And then after the commercial break, Strickland addresses being the champion, also addresses Brian Cage. Says, you and me go one-on-one next week. So that match will happen. It will be a championship eliminator matchup. So like a number one contenders type deal where if you win, you get a shot at it. If you don't, back of the line you go. Daniel Garcia went one-on-one with Kevin Matthews, former TNA Impact standout. And Daniel Garcia in a great matchup while Matt Menard was joining on commentary. Daniel Garcia picked up the victory over a very game KM, and with the submission hold, the Dragon Sleeper decided to bring that move into his arsenal, which is pretty good to say. But then beating a guy bigger than you by submission, that earns my respect. And for Daniel Garcia, I'll do the dance thing, and everything else. Anyways, this is a matchup. Dax the Axe Harwood, that's the one half of FTR, went one-on-one with the debuting nephew of the original Dynamite Kid, Tommy Billington. Now, and they used the old British Bulldogs theme song, which I thought was pretty cool. This was a heck of a matchup. It could have gone either way, but Harwood did win the matchup, but then both members of FTR fist bumping Billington after the matchup, showing the kid some respect, and I think that's a huge deal. With if that's the case, I know the Billington Bulldogs were both mentored by Harry Smith, aka Davey Boy Smith Jr., until Davey Boy Smith ended up joining the WTF and MLW. But imagine if the British Bulldogs have a new version. Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Tom Billington, the new Dynamite Kid? Maybe. We don't know. That's the cool. Could be anything is possible at this rate. The Elite addresses FTR, Danielson, and Kingston. And Tony Khan did make a matchup. Okada defending the Continental title against Dax Harwood. So that'll be a heck of a matchup. And Christopher Daniels was walking by and confronted the Young Bucks. And the Young Bucks got into his face and little words, and Christopher Daniels walked away. Then he decided to accept the Young Bucks challenge to get yourself partners. I know which partner I got to choose. It'll be Matt Sydal. So it'll be Matt Sydal teaming up. Matt Sydal will be teaming up with Christopher Daniels against the Young Bucks in a tag matchup. Thunder Rosa went one-on-one with Robin Renegade, a.k.a. Robin Renegade. Hey, we're the Guardians, Leader 1, Psych. What Renegade you get? Come on, with Crasher, Copter, Psych. I won't get it. But Thunder Rosa did pick up the victory and addressed Deonna Purrazzo on camera, talking smack. But then Hook addresses Chris Jericho towards the main event, and it looks like Hook is wanting a piece of Jericho for a long time, and will that happen? Who knows? So he says he'll make an appearance next week on Dynamite. The TNT title on the line, Adam Copeland versus Kyle O'Reilly. This matchup would have went either way, but Adam Copeland ended up retaining his title. Now for the Rampage portion. This is a double main event center double feature with AEW and Rampage, Collision and Rampage. Lexi Nair interviewed Claudio Castagnoli and basically asked him why he walked out during Daniel Bryan's promos. It's good what he was. He's very concerned about Kofi Kingston and great Kofi Kingston and all. But then you got, then he said, along the lines, he wants to see Bryan Danielson retire healthy. So that should be a good, I know Claudio Castagnoli's got a lot of heart. Dalton Castle went one-on-one with Trent Beretta, and Trent Beretta beat Dalton Castle to the point where the referee was forced to stop the matchup, giving Beretta the victory. And then Deonna Purrazzo addresses Thunder Rosa and says, now it's personal between you and me. So, maybe they're going to face each other in Double or Nothing, maybe? I don't know. But, anyways. Roosh addresses the AEW roster on his pending return. Once he returns, he said, you get the bull, you get mess with the bull, you get the horns. Ain't that the truth? Meanwhile, Coppola, Meanwhile, Brian Keefe went one-on-one with on one half of the Work Horseman, J.D. Drake. And despite J.D. Drake's best efforts to defeat Brian Keith's the bounty hunter, ended up winning that matchup. Meanwhile, Adam Copeland addresses, he says he went to war with Kyle O'Reilly, and he decided to issue a challenge to Malachi Black, a barbed wire steel cage matchup for the TNT title at Double or Nothing to see if Aleister Black is crazy enough to accept that matchup. Meanwhile, Deonna Purrazzo went one-on-one with Lady Frost, and this was a heck of a match. It could have gone either way, but Deonna Purrazzo defeated Lady Frost in the tag matchup. Then Thunder Rosa came out to check off Purrazzo with a chair security and blocks Thunder Rosa from getting access to Deonna Purrazzo. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, the Acclaimed had their own music video. And Scorpio Sky addresses returning to the ring. That's going to be a whole lot of fun once he does. Probably the Brain Heenan was still alive and was saying, is that EO Sky's brother or husband? Will you stop? They're not even married or related. Anyways, the Bastard Pac, or as Austin Gunn once called Pac-Man, waka 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 woo. No, that's the Boston. It's Pac-Man. Pac-Man. That's funny. Anyways, he went one-on-one with Johnny TV, and there was a couple of times Taya Valkyrie gets involved in the match, including the two Johnny TV and Taya Valkyrie making out during the matchup. And if I was in the matchup against Johnny TV and I saw him making out with his wife, I would have put the drop on him and if she starts yelling at me, I'd be like, supposed to pay attention to your opponent, not making schmooch face. Anyways, in the end, so Pac did win in the end, and the Bullet Club starts making fun of Pac after the matchup. But I got some huge news for Dynamite. Two of my favorite ladies from AEW are going to go at it, Toni Storm and Harley Cameron. I'm excited. I'm pumped. I cannot wait. So there's that. Well, episode 1403. I hope you guys like the return of Shenanigans Arcade. I have decided to make that make it a return. Figured I wasn't doing any more videos, and since my computer, we have brand new internet, and my computer survived the geomagnetic solar storm, and and I've been making videos ever since. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Check out the Slaughterhouse every Saturday. I think it's going to be every Saturday. So I came in spontaneously and just had a lot of fun. And I figured, the show my way of support of the show. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Episode 1403 of American Shenanigans in 1977 is complete. After I upload this video, I'm taking a shower because I need to shave down here, man. Look at this. I feel like I have a neck fear or sideburns or something like that. So I'll see you guys later. Until the next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, take us home.
That is all for today's episode. This is your announcer speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, door for Bob Saget Productions, and in association with Raven Bofa Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching today's episode. Tune in next time for another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Goodbye for now.